Yeah, this Joel Embiid to the Lakers stupid ass rumor that was started by Bill Simmons is part of the reason why players don't play hard in the All-Star game. Right? Because people just need something to talk about. Bill Simmons, props to him. He's just talking, right? So I got no beef with Bill Simmons saying what he said. He hopes Joel Embiid goes to the Lakers. Why? Because it would be interesting. Why does he need it to be interesting? Because he has a podcast. He needs to have something to talk about, right? But shame on so many of these channels, man. Trevor Lane, As It Stands Lakers. I watch you guys, man, and I like you guys. But you guys fell right into the stupid-ass trap, right? See, players don't play hard in the All-Star game because of talking heads, right? Because the NBA is such a business now. What good does it serve a player to play good defense and get his ankles broken by someone who is trying to get off a move that they know they couldn't get off in an NBA game? What good is it going to serve that all-star, huh? What good? Is he going to sell more shoes when he gets his ankles broken? Because he's really playing defense and somebody worked on this nutty-ass move, right? Kyrie Irving, for example, been working on this nutty-ass move for someone who is just in the stance you're in, and he breaks your ankles. What are you going to get out of that? Are you going to get any more endorsements because you got your ankles broken in the All-Star game? Nope, you're not getting anything. All you're going to get is at least 24, maybe 48 hours of straight ridicule from Stephen A. Smith, from Chris Broussard, from Colin Cowherd, from every channel. You're going to be a part of their first montage in which they say, everybody, look what happened last night. This guy got his ankles broken because he was really playing defense in the All-Star. Yo, dude, what's the point of taking a charge in an All-Star game? What's the point? You're playing against the highest of the high flyers in the world, right? You get dunked on in an All-Star game. Even if it is a charge, what's the point? Huh? What are people watching the All-Star game for? Right? This whole rumor thing with Joel Embiid is just cemented to me that, yo, no one's ever going to play hard in the All-Star game again as long as people take this stupid crap and run with it. Right? Why would you? You know? And then look at how the NBA gets treated relative to the other All-Star games, right? Look at the questions the NBA is asked relative to the other professional sports leagues. For example, right? Everyone keeps talking about making the NBA season shorter. The Major League Baseball season is 162 games. I can't remember the last time anyone even thought about making that shorter. National Hockey League, 82 games. I can't remember the last time anyone thought about making that shorter. I can't remember the last time anybody complained about the National Hockey League All-Star game. Right? The NBA, I'm just going to say it, the NBA is too damn black. It's too black. And it's subject to obscene ridicule because it's too damn black. So, people actually watch the NBA All-Star game and have a level of expectation that they don't have for any other major sports league. Right? They yell and scream that, oh, we weren't entertained, blah, 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 this, that. Yo, man, ain't but so many ways to do a dunk. Right? I mean, how you expect these guys, again, these guys, they make so much money, as do the other sports leagues, but it seems like people give them a pass for some reason. But the NBA makes so much money that you can't tell me that a player getting dunked on, right, or a player getting his ankles broken, that's going to help him in any way, shape, or form. What does a player get out of that? They get nothing. Right? Except negative. That's it. You will be it will be spoken about on every podcast, on every morning sports show, on the evening sports shows, and if it's bad enough, they might show your ass on national news networks. They may put you on CNN. For what? Right? So you look at this Joel Embiid to the Lakers bull crap, man. And again, yeah, I'm watching as it stands Lakers. Yo, I like you, man. You know, you're like me, right? With a better production. You know, but you're like me. And you're just sitting here feeding the bull crap, man. You know? Trevor Lane, Laker Nation, bringing up that stupid ignorance. Right? Look, I'll put it like this. If Joel Embiid comes to the Lakers, I'm wrong. I'll just be wrong. Is there a possibility Joel Embiid comes to the Lakers? Yes. Was there a possibility that Luka came to the Lakers? Yes. Would you put $500 on it? Hell no, you wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? Would you put any amount of money, right, that Giannis comes to the Lakers? Nope. This is the same thing, man. Like I said, if somebody told me, hey, man, I bet you Luka's coming to the Lakers. I said, how much you want to bet? He ain't coming? What are you talking about? Dallas would never let him go. Okay, I'm wrong. But I'm not sitting here deceiving you. I'm not sitting here talking up every little rumor, right? And it was a straight rumor at that. Bill Simmons, my man. I love Bill Simmons, man. One of the most entertaining podcasters, or I don't even know what you call him, man. One of the most entertaining hosts that I've ever seen. This guy, he has a way with words and a way of enjoying what he's doing that is infectious. Bill Simmons is awesome. But yo, man, you just talking, and he says that, and you got morons taking it and blowing it up, and it's like, yo, man, you know, Laker fans, man, the NBA deserves more than that, but Laker fans deserve more than that. They deserve to be smarter, right, than believing every rumor that comes down the pike. You know, people really talking about this like it's something, man. And it just goes to show you that the noise around the product is almost better than the product. That is the most unique thing about the NBA. When all season starts, it is on and popping. You talk about interest, right? Forget the game. Right? Cats don't care about the game now. You see what I'm saying? They don't care enough about the game now. If there was a big trade that were to go down, and that night's games could be set, if it was, okay, you guys can cover Luka getting traded to the Lakers, or for the next 2 nights, there is no basketball. All games are canceled. It's a coin flip which one people would choose, and I'm inclined to say people would rather watch Luka get traded and watch the fallout after than actually watch an NBA game. Does that mean shorten the NBA season? Hell no. I watch the games. I'm a purist. Right? That's on you. If you're so damn shallow that you follow the rumors and the talk, and that's where your head is, and so be it. Go live that life, you know? But then don't turn around and talk shit when NBA players don't play hard in the All-Star game. When you really don't care about the regular season. You're the one yelling, oh, they need the regular season, it's too long. Okay, that's your opinion. They've been playing 82 games since I've been watching in 1982. They've been playing 82 games. And now the NBA season is too long, right? I'm telling you, man, there is a bias, just an implicit bias, right? An implicit double standard against the NBA that is so irrational that something irrational is fueling it. I always tell my kids, when people look like they're doing something that doesn't make sense, it makes sense to someone, right? And I'm telling you that the ridicule the NBA gets regarding the All-Star game, regarding the length of the season, regarding the All-Star festivities that surround it, regarding people taking games off, all that stuff, right, It is something that is probably irrational, but somebody gets it. I believe a bunch of people get it. They can't say what it is, but they get it. We all get it, right? Because it is totally unfair how they do the NBA. And because of how they do the NBA, I'm saying players keep going easy in the All-Star game. It ain't worth it. It's too much money there, and there's too many people who got nothing to do. It's too many people who would rather talk shit and swallow spit than actually talk about the game. Too many people, right? What you gonna do? You're gonna lose money because you took a charge or tried to stop a dunk? You're gonna lose money because you really played defense and got crossed over? That's not wise. That's not wise. You know, it's a freaking All-Star game. Freaking NFL is playing flag. Right? National Hockey League is coming up with gimmicks too. Apparently they just did one that works. But good for them. None of them are killing themselves to win that freaking game. You know? The way these morons ran with the Joel Embiid to the Lakers story, which is so stupid. I can't believe they actually made videos on this shit, man. The way they took that and ran with it. Crazy, man. Crazy. And you watch that. That's from what Bill Simmons, he was spitballing. You know, he was just talking. And they took it and ran with it and actually are trying to monetize videos from it. And that's the funny thing about this too. You know, these people, they love when something jumps off. They love when they could talk about anything. Because that's their business. Never forget that. That is their business. That is how they make money. So if they could take Joel Embiid going to the Lakers, even though there is no information that supports this, if they could take that and run with it and just get some more clicks for that day, right? They'll do it. They'll do it. And that's what you see guys doing right now. You know? And in that environment, in that environment in which these people are making money off of your downfall, right? Off of your drama, off of you having to uproot your life and go play somewhere else, off of you being known as a lazy bum, right? Off of you always being injured. They question it, make entire shows about it in segments, day after day after day. Why would you subject yourself to that? Why would you? You see, it's all part and parcel of the same thing. This stupid ass Joel Embiid rumor, right? Which I'm not blaming Bill Simmons for. Bill Simmons was just talking. But this stupid ass Joel Embiid rumor is no different than why guys don't play hard in the All-Star game. What's the point? All you want something for. And when I say you, I'm not talking about me. I point fingers on this channel. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about as it stands Lakers. I'm talking about Trevor Lane. And I'm talking about anybody. If Alan Sliwa, if you said something about this ignorance, or the Kamenetsky brothers, if y'all said something about this ignorance, yeah, you're on the list too. Come on, man. You know, don't dumb down the audience, man. You know what I mean? With just bull crap, right? This stuff is not even worth talking about. Until there is something, some legs to it, it's not even worth talking about. Just like Luka wasn't worth talking about being traded to the Lakers until he got traded to the Lakers. It was not even worth talking about, right? That's why I say, if I'm wrong about Joel Embiid going to the Lakers, I'm really not wrong. I'm actually being truthful to you, right? And they're just throwing some shit against the wall and hoping it sticks. You see what I'm saying? I'm moving in good faith. They're moving to move numbers, right? That is why NBA players don't try during the All-Star game. What's the point? The public is dumb. The sports news outlets are dumb. And all just trying to generate clicks. What's the point, man? Anyway, I hope you see I'm not reaching when I say this stuff. There is method to my madness. Right? First thing I thought when I saw this story and I saw all these channels covering it was, that's why these cats don't play hard, man, in the All-Star game. That's why. Get crossed over for what? Right? You get crossed over, this guy gets paid, this guy don't. You get dunked on, this guy gets paid, this guy probably might lose some endorsements if it's bad enough. What's the point, man? All these guys have each other's best interest in mind. And that's why they're not out there trying to make each other look stupid. And respect to you guys on that. I'm talking about you NBA players. Respect to you guys on that. Keep it up. When the news media changes and it's not about all the dumb shit, go back to playing ball. All right, y'all. This is Pure Uncut Lakers. I'll see you next time.